What's up, world? It's your girl Tia Lika back at you again. You can call me disabled, you can call me Slim, you can call me Tony, you can call me Alika. You can pretty much call me whatever you want to call me, just call me. um, I'm making this video today because of a couple of things. I'm no longer on Facebook, so I still have my book page on there and the documentary page, but I am doing a fast from Facebook. And what I realized, I had another friend of mine who actually, you know, got off of Facebook. And when I got off, I realized that Facebook was occupying a lot of my time. But besides that, it was too personal, and I consider myself to be like an empath. So, if somebody's having a bad day and I get the chance to like scroll through and see their energies, like I pick that up, and I realized that it was no longer healthy for me to be on Facebook, and that's why I got off Facebook. Now, I'm not saying this is for everybody, because it's not. But for me, I had to get off of Facebook, and I'm happy I did it. Like, I really don't miss it. But I am also in the process in my life of kind of just pulling away from people, and being to myself. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's just what it is. I just I don't know. I think human beings can be very disappointing sometimes and hurtful, and not that I'm a perfect being. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that at all. I'm steady growing, but I think dealing with other people, and I know this is a part of life, but sometimes I just feel like I have to pull back because no matter what, and this is what people do, they're gonna disappoint you. See, what we do is we start to judge each other. Once we get to know each other, we start to judge each other and judge what's wrong with you and what's right with you. And I just bit my tongue, I'm sorry. But we judge what's wrong with you and then what's right with you, and you need to change, and how all of these things kind of take away from the person you met in the first place. Um, and I'm just in the mode of live and let live right now, like on a whole bunch of levels, on the black power tip, on the, personal tip, on your habits, whatever. Like, if you choose to be who you are and grow at your own pace, then that's who you choose to be. I mean, acknowledge what you need to do to change. And that's what I really do acknowledge that in myself. And, I'm constantly made aware of what I need to do to change. But people can be so harsh. It's like in school, when you're in school and you had these people who tease people because they were overweight or, too skinny. I was one of the ones that got teased because I was too skinny. They called me Beanpole and, Big Bird and all of that stuff. But um, right now, I'm just focusing on my grind, and that's it. Like, I don't even want to focus on men. I don't want to focus on anything. I think it's going to come in time. And other than that, like, I'm focusing on my grind and what I have coming up. And that's just it, you know. Um, so that's that. That's why I pulled away from Facebook. I didn't want to be in the process or put in the situation where I can judge somebody because of their statements or whatever. Like, if I'm doing that, and it automatically, whether you know it or not, it automatically makes you judge the next human being, because you're looking at the status and whether you agree or disagree. That's what happens, you know. So my thing is live and let live. Um, Life is too short, and we always think we have another day to get it done and all of this stuff. I say do it now, trust your instincts, and you know, if you don't do it, then I gotta let you be too, you know. Live and let live. So that's my Alika lesson, and I'm gonna be on YouTube because I don't have to go back and forth with people. It's kind of like, you know, it's a connection, but it's a little bit different. So I'll be on YouTube making my videos, and I got some other stuff coming up. I told y'all, but it's 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 progressing, but it's not quite done yet, and I needed to move faster. So that's that. On another note, y'all know I am disabled. I had 2 brain aneurysms and a stroke. And so my stroke partially paralyzed my right side. I put on my socks with one hand, with this hand. Excuse me. I put on my socks with one hand. I I can do some with this hand, but not much. Like I can't pick up a pen. I can't write, and this is my right hand, but I'm gratefully left-handed. I was born that way. And so, you know, this is what I can do with this hand. I can open it and close it, but the pinky gets stuck. So if you notice, it's like a delay. Look at the pinky, and the more I do it, the more it gets stuck. Watch, I'm gonna do it again and watch the pinky. You see that? It's gonna come up. It's gonna come up. Come on, pinky. Come on, pinky. It's funny, huh? It's funny to me. But anyway, you know, that's what I can do with my hand. I can open and close it. My arm was the last to come back when I was in therapy. I was so scared that it wasn't going to come back. And I had to do this exercise where I kind of like, I slid it across a table. And so I would go like that. But they put this towel down, and I was supposed to slide it across, but the towel wouldn't move because my hand wouldn't move. And I mean, the last 3 days before I was about to get out, my hand started moving, and I told the therapist, like, don't stop, come on, let's do it. And so my arm was the last to come back. It actually, my shoulder actually fell out of place in therapy. And so if you can see, well, it's a little bit better now, but I had to wear this thing that actually pulled my arm back in place because it was like completely off. And it's still a little bit off. Like I could put my finger in there and feel like how it's a little bit, I don't know. But it's what it is. I'm learning to love myself for myself and my mistakes and everything about me. I'm learning to love, and I think that's one of the steps to freedom, you know. And I suggest that to many of us. We all have a lot of things that we can grow on, and we should be growing for the rest of our lives. But for me, it's a step-by-step process, and in order to get through everything that I have been through, I had to learn to love myself. And I think that's a lot for most disabled people. Like, you have to learn to love something about you, you know? And when you love yourself, it radiates and attracts other people to you, whether you like it or not. So, anyway, my Alika lesson: be free, stop judging, and think before we speak. Continue to learn, continue to grow, and don't ever think you know everything for everybody. I think the best thing to do is learn what you need to learn for yourself, and help yourself to grow. And then when you grow, we all grow. Peace.